Hello everybody! It has been a hot minute. How are you guys doing? I've got some big updates for you guys. I want to just talk about the future of this channel. I have a mascot I want to reveal a little later in this video, and I just want to catch up in general. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, this video is not scripted, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, so forgive me. You know, it's been a while. I'm older, I'm wiser, things have happened. So at this point, most of the people watching this channel already know me, but I am a animator, a recent graduate of Sheridan's animation program, and I've always loved film. I've always loved the making stuff. And this channel is sort of like just a small bit of that, right? From an early age, as soon as I could hold a camera, I was making videos, and before YouTube even existed, I know I'm that much of a dinosaur. Yeah! And so this channel is like a small extension of that. I've always had a lot of fun, but one thing is that I was making videos on here, as you guys know, maybe one video every 6 months. And you know, that didn't sit super well with me, and for the past couple of years I haven't uploaded anything. Nothing. Not a zilch. And I think a big part of that was just because creatively I was drained, right? Like, I graduated from college, I was really tired, and just the world was in a weird state. I mean, I think we all know that the world is in a bit of a weird state right now. We're in an economic recession. There's wars going on. And for somebody like me who's in the creative industry, AI is cutting a lot of jobs and taking away a lot of those entry-level positions. So what better time to start a YouTube channel? It's just, it's really depressing, because I was just like, what's the point of me making stuff when I feel like in a couple years a machine's just going to be able to spit it out? And so I was in this sort of cyclical cycle, and I just wasn't making stuff anymore, and that was very unlike me. And so that's why I wanted to come back to this channel, but come back to it in a big way. You know, I'm committing. All right, here, you're the witness to this. I'm committing to making one video per week for the next year. And, you know, if nobody watches it, that's fine. I'm doing this because I just want to be creative again. I want to be making stuff again. And if you guys do enjoy this, that's just a bonus. You know, it would be my dream to somehow make this my job eventually, but for now, I want it to be a creative outlet. I want to have fun with it, and I always want to have fun with it. And so I want to give this channel a little bit of an overhaul. Like I said, I want to change the name, and I have sort of a new mascot to go with that. And don't worry, I'm still going to be doing some of the, like, similar content, but I feel like going with this weekly schedule is going to push me to make some new stuff and be a little bit more creative. So even though the older stuff is old now, I'm keeping that stuff up on the channel, because in this day and age, it proves I'm not a robot. It proves I'm actually real, man. Like, it's crazy that we have to even do that, right? All my old videos were made before any AI and stuff could make anything close to this. So you guys know me as Goose the Duck, right? I've been going by that for a while, but I want to move away from that.
What do you mean by that?
And the reason is, a lot of people would ask me just like, hey, what's Goose the Duck? Like, why'd you choose that name? Why is that your thing?
Who are you?
And I never really had a good answer for that. You know, it just didn't sit right with me. I wanted to have a name that I was a little bit more happy with or proud of. Sit down for this one, because this one's real creative. But basically, I had this running joke with all my friends for a long time. Like, anytime I would jump in a call, I'd be like, you know, what's up, gamers? It's your boy Stinky Baby here. And everybody just would always laugh as soon as they heard that. It was just such just a stupid, ridiculous name. And I figured, you know what? Like, I've been, like, for 10 years, I've been doing that joke. I know, I've run it to the ground. But people always smile, and people always really like that. You know, I was like, you know what? I want to change my channel to that, to Stinky Baby. Just because that's kind of what I am, you know? And I felt like that's the kind of content I want to make. I want to make content that makes people laugh, that makes them smile, maybe think a little bit more creatively. And so if you guys are really against it, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your guys' opinion. But that's what I'm planning to do. And I haven't sold you already. then I've actually created a little bit of a mascot for this new channel. Using my skills as just an animator, right? I was like, let me design a character, let me 3D model it and use it for the channel. I'm gonna take you through the whole process, the birthing process of my son, Stinky Baby here. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's just jump in. So yeah, like I started with some sketches, and I knew I wanted the character to be sort of cute, sort of fun, playful. And so I tried a few different designs. Maybe one day I'll be able to make a plushie of him. I don't know. I even have this little fart cloud character. I haven't made him yet. I have full intention to make him as well, but I just wanted to figure out who is Stinky Baby? What do they look like? And so it was actually my girlfriend who suggested giving him this little like hair, sort of like ghostly little stink cloud, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that was really fun. I had a few designs here that I really liked. I really liked this character here, but it felt too baby and not enough stinky, if you know what I'm saying, right? And this character maybe felt a little bit too stinky, but not enough baby, right? He's too serious looking, right? So I really started to lean towards this character, and so I took it from there, right? So I took some of the faces I really liked, and I tried them on different body types, right? And I went a little overboard here. And then, you know, over here, same idea, you know, and landed up onto this final roster here. But ultimately, spoiler alert, the one I went with was this one over here. And yeah, basically created a turnaround for it because I was like, I'm going to 3D model this. So designed the character, tested the nose, really didn't know what I wanted the nose to look like from the side view. Eventually settled on this.
Take a closer look at that snout.
Kind of has like a Charlie Brown feel to it. But I think it's really cute. I think it's nice and rounded, rounds out the character. They have a few sharp edges, but overall, you feel like you can hug them, give them a little squish, you know, and that's kind of what I wanted. So. And yeah, and then from there, I just took it into Blender and I started modeling it. So let's take a look at that too. And I've never used Blender in my life. I was taught Maya in school. And so Blender was just a new software. And I just took it as an excuse to learn. And so started with a block in, rough block in, probably like, good God, that looks bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But trust me, it gets better. So then, like, you know, slowly trying to get the shape, refine it. And one thing that was really tricky was figuring out this hair. So this hair in 3D, especially like in 2D, you could make it look good pretty easily. But this is a 3D character that you might be seeing from any angle. And to make the hair sort of look good at any angle was pretty tricky. So I had to I ended up going with like this little swirl design eventually because it ends up looking good from most angles, right? And so I was a lot more happy with that. Yeah, just roughing the character, trying to making small little tweaks, eventually landing on this.
Oh my God! Wow!
You can see that I did some cell shading on the character. There was a lot of tutorials that helped me out, a lot of YouTube. I'll just throw them in the description just in case this inspires you. And you know, gave him a little green tinge for that stink factor. You know, you always gotta think about the stink factor. And there we go. That's my son. Applaud for him. That's my son. Give him a little, come on, little applause. Hello? Good. And so yeah, that's Stinky Baby. And that is basically everything. So you guys are up to speed now. I'm really excited to get started. I hope some of the stuff in this video resonated with you, maybe even inspired you. Maybe you've been in sort of a creative drought recently, and so maybe this is, you know, gonna help you get back up on your feet. Like, I want to hear how you guys have been doing. Feel free to drop something in the comments, and yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Crazy to say, but see you guys very, very soon. Yeah, this is, I guess, officially Stinky Baby signing out. All right, bye-bye.